and love readings. I wanted to talk about the path of least effort. um, a lot of us lead complicated lives, like really complicated lives. And, some days we don't know even which direction, which direction to go in, honestly. There's so many things that we need to do, and working on the lighting here, take care of. And so I was reading this book, The Seven Spiritual Laws of Success. It's an old book, but it's by Deepak Chopra. I hope I didn't butcher his name. And I ran across this part in here called The Path of Least Effort. And it says there are 3 things that you need to do in order to create or have a life where you create less effort, I guess is a word for it. Excuse me. And I read it, and I think it's true. He said the first thing is to accept people, situations, and events as they are. We don't have to change things. We don't have to look at it and make it better. If we just simply accept it. How many times have you looked at a friend and thought, man, they're messing up. I wish I could just go fix it for them. You can't. It's their path. It's their journey. It's their spiritual walk. If you step in and fix it or try to make it right, what do they learn? Nothing. And also, you just create conflict and, chaos and everything. Okay, so the first thing is just accept things the way they are. Yeah, do some things need to be changed? Yeah. But if you're just looking around at situations and people, we don't need to fix it, okay? Sometimes we go with it. And we should just go with it. Let that person walk their path. Let that person learn what they need to learn. Because sometimes that happens, Okay? I got a little plus sign down here. I just wonder what it's for. No, we don't need to create a poll. Okay. The second thing to put less effort in is you have to take responsibility for your own situations and for your own events. The things that you see as a problem, they're not other people's problems, they're your problems. You have to consciously take responsibility for those issues. It's great if I could say, well, it's Joe's fault, or if there's a Joe out there, don't take that personal. Or it's so and so's fault, or this is the reason the situation is messed up. No. You have to take personal responsibility for your own situations and events. I have done things. I just saw 333 on the clock, confirmation. I have done things, we all have, that we're not proud of. And part of the growth process is to take responsibility and admit when we're wrong. And then the third and last thing that I wanted to talk about, and this subject anyway, is defenselessness is what they say. It means relinquishing the need to convince others of your point of view. Like, does it matter who's right or wrong? If you beat somebody down and convince them you're the right person, have you really won? You haven't. So you can have a point of view, and you don't have to let the rest of the world, you don't have to fight with the rest of the world to have that point of view. Just go with the flow. Again, least effort. So the 3 things that we want to do in order to create the amount of least effort in our life, at least as far as conflict and stuff goes, is to accept people, situations, and events as they are. You're not supposed to change them, okay? I mean, if God comes and says change this, yes, of course. The second thing is to take personal responsibility for your situation and your events. Okay, nobody else. It's you. You got here. You made your choices, and trust me, I've made some stupid choices. Okay, and man, I take responsibility. I do. Do I want to? No, not at all. And the third thing is to practice defenselessness. And that is simply relinquishing the need to convince others of your point of view. Does it matter what they think, really? I mean, do you care? Do you need to impress people that much? I don't think so. Just go with the flow. That's kind of, when it says, bear with me, guys, I'm working on this. The law of least effort assures us that there is always a simple, natural path to fulfillment. So, number one, we don't have to fix it, okay? That's basically, we don't have to fix other people's situations, events, lives, any of that. Number two, we have to take responsibility for ourselves and our situations, our events, where we are in our lives, honestly. And number three, we don't have to convince the world of our point of view. We don't have to convince the world that we're the only person that's right. A lot of people can be right about a lot of things, okay? And I'm reading this because it really is a great book. It's an older book, but it's great. It says, accept people, circumstances, events as they are in this moment. When confronted with any challenge, you remind yourself this moment is as it should be, because the entire universe is as it should be. So if we do our part, then the universe will be right, you know. And the universe is probably going to be right regardless. But I thought that was just like really profound, really deep, The path of basically, least effort. I like that. Thank you. It's a great book. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you. Sometimes I think that we simply make life too complicated. And the message here tonight is don't do that. Life is complicated enough, okay? I hope this helps. This is Cher. If you like this message, please like, share, subscribe. Peace out, guys.